Yo, what up, though? In the first round of the 2025 NFL draft, the Minnesota Vikings draft offensive guard Donovan Jackson. Me personally, I wanted the Vikings to draft Will Johnson from Michigan, man, the lockdown corner, man. But I could understand them going on the offensive side, especially the offensive line, to protect J.J. McCarthy, to help with the run game, help with the pass game, to protect your investment in J.J. McCarthy. So I ain't really too mad about the pick, but I really wanted Will Johnson. But Donovan Jackson, he a big boy, man. He's 6'4", weighed 315 pounds, man, and he play offensive guard. I really believe he is going to start on the opposite side of that offensive guard spot on the offensive line, man. This was a good pickup, really, that the Minnesota Vikings really need to make, man. The Vikings need to fix their trenches. The Vikings did good in free agency to fix their offensive line. Then they doubled back in the NFL draft in round one and draft a good offensive lineman in Donovan Jackson, man. Ohio State played. He played in the Big Ten. He played to get good opponents when he do play against different teams. So I ain't really too mad or too sad about the pickup for real though. Like I really wanted Will Johnson, but Donovan Johnson I could really understand because we all know the Vikings offensive line been a fucking hot mess for some years, and the Vikings are really trying to address the offensive line. So I could really understand the pickup, and this was a pickup the Vikings really needed to make. If you seen the Vikings the last few games last year, the Vikings O line was a mess. Even though they did address the offensive line in free agency, they got younger, and I feel like got better at the offensive guard spot with this pickup right here, man. I believe he will be a day one starter. And the Vikings now have starters on the offense line. And they now had depth with decent players on the offense line. So this was a good pickup for the Minnesota Vikings, man. I'm not really too mad about the pickup, man. You can't get everything that you want, man. But this pickup, it ain't sexy, but this is a pickup that the Vikings need, man. You got to fix your offense line at the end of the day. With no offense line, you can't do shit in the NFL, man. So Donovan Jackson, you are a Minnesota Vikings, man, at pick 24 in round one. How are y'all feeling about this pickup right here, man? I was mad about it at first, but I could really understand why they took Donovan Jackson where they took him at, man, because he was a good and productive offense lineman at Ohio State. Ohio State is a good team, even though I don't like Ohio State at all. I don't know how that shit about to mesh with JJ and Ohio State player. Hopefully they can, play with each other. But no, but for real though, man, this was a decent pickup that the Minnesota Vikings had to pick up, man. So the Vikings looking good, man. They going in the right direction, man. I'm not mad at all though. But how y'all feeling about this pickup?